Take two. What's going on, Slaybaes? It's Ashley and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be pretty exciting because I'm going to be talking all about new affordable dupes for high-end beauty products. These are my all-time favorite videos to film. You guys really love them on my channel. I did discover some hidden gems. Some were recommended by you guys and some I found on my own. So it's going to be a pretty fun and interesting video. But before I dive into it, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. Also, press that like button and click that bell so that way YouTube will notify you whenever I upload, which has been every Monday and Wednesday. You're also going to want to make sure you stay tuned for my next video because a lot of the products I use within today's video or talk about within today's video will be featured in that video. I will be doing a side-by-side comparison, putting them on my face, showing you what the high-end side looks like and the affordable side looks like. I'll also have it listed down below once it goes up, so refer to that link if you guys want to see some of these products in action. With that, let's just stop talking. Well, let's stop the intro and get into what you guys are here for. So let's go. Let's first start off with what I have on my eyes because I know you guys are looking. I haven't used this palette in a minute, but I recently grabbed it again and I'm like, wow. It is incredible, and I'm talking about the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette. I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those people that was just like, okay, not another Naked palette, but when I got this in my hands and I started to experiment with it and put it on my eyes, I completely fell in love with it. I really love the browns within the palette. I feel like they all are like very pukey browns that look so beautiful in such a weird way. I also really love this shade right here. I feel like it is a show-stopping shade, that really, really beautiful, intense honey gold. Incredible. Now this palette here does retail for $49, which I know can be pretty pricey. So I came across another dupe which is just like spot on. It does have several other shades within the palette which I like, and it only retails for $10. I'm talking about this one right here by Profusion. I'm going to throw swatches up on the screen just so that way you can see what they look like right next to each other. The shades are so similar, if not spot on. Now I say shades, not formula, because I do feel like the one from Urban Decay, the formula is just 10 times better. But if you want a similar color story without breaking the bank, I feel like the one from Profusion could be a really good alternative. So definitely check this one out. Now this next dupe is probably gonna throw you guys for a loop a little bit because the palette I'm duping it to is already affordable all on its own. And I'm talking about the ColourPop Blue Moon eyeshadow palette. This does retail for about $12. You guys know ColourPop is known for doing these really pretty monochromatic palettes with very similar hues and shades within the palette. I really love the formula of ColourPop shadows in general. I feel like they're creamy, buttery, blendable. You can't really beat the price. Or can you? I did come across a spot on dupe for it from Profusion. This here is the Electric Blues eyeshadow palette. And as you can see, I'm gonna throw swatches up right next to each other. They are very similar. Granted, there are some shades within the ColourPop palette that aren't in the Electric Blues palette, but if you wanted that monochromatic look, I feel like grabbing this for $5 is an easy way to do it, especially considering a lot of the monochromatic palettes on ColourPop's website are always sold out. Now the price difference between the two is $7, but honey, $7 is $7. Save all your coins. You heard it here first, peeps. You heard it here first. Let's continue on with eyeshadow dupes. This next one literally blew my mind because these palettes dropped almost at the exact same time. And I'm talking about the Too Faced Born This Way, the Natural Nudes. Now this palette is incredible. I'm not gonna lie, the formula is unreal. I really love how sleek it is. Like, look at this. I love the packaging. I love everything about it. And while it is paperboard packaging, it does feel very high quality in my hand. I also really love the shimmers within this palette here. They are just so foiled, buttery. They make your eyes look so juicy and wet.
I want to go home. I want to go home.
Anyways, this palette right here does retail for $45, which is a little pricey, but I did come across a very similar dupe to it. I'm talking about the Maybelline Nudes of New York eyeshadow palette. This palette retails for about $13, so it's like a $31 price difference. I'm gonna throw swatches up on the screen just so that way you can see what they look like side by side. If you have been wanting this palette by Too Faced but just haven't really been wanting to spend the money on it, I feel you. I've been there. Like, who wants to spend $45 on an eyeshadow palette when there's something out there very similar? EYELINER for only $14. So definitely take your pick. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm putting it out there in the universe. I'm giving you guys the knowledge. Do what you want with it. I do have one more eyeshadow dupe to share with you guys, and the price difference really isn't that big. It's like a $5 difference, but honey, $5 is $5, and don't you forget it. Like $5 adds up at the end of the day. And the palette, or the higher end palette I want to talk about, is this one right here by Fenty. This is one of these snap shadows in the shade 1. Now, let me just get this out there. I love Fenty's snap shadows. They are so good, like so good. I really love the concept as well. Like you can take 2 of the snap shadows, snap them together, and then easily just toss this into like your travel makeup bag or your like on the go makeup bag, and you have like 2 different options to choose from. But if you buy 2, that's like $50, and it can get expensive. So I found a palette very, very similar to shade 1 in the snap shadows, but it has way more shades, and it's $5 less. I'm talking about this one right here by Juvia's Place. You can find Juvia's Place at Ulta, which I like, easily accessible. This is the Warriors palette. Not sure if I said that, but look at the shades within this palette. They are very, very similar to the snap shadows by Fenty in shade 1. I will throw swatches up on the screen. The really big difference between the 2 is that the one from Juvia's Place has a lot more shades, like the really, really pretty gold and bronze and stuff like that. But I do feel like this is a home run, especially considering it's $5 less. You get many more shades. Also, the pigmentation on this is unreal. The shimmers, so buttery. So check this one out if you guys have been wanting to look into shade 1 in the snap shadows by Fenty. Let's talk about blush really quick, because I've been really obsessed with blush recently, and I've been obsessed with applying a lot of blush. So I was digging through my blush drawer, really trying to find some blushes that were dupes for high-end blushes that I used to love, and I came across this one right here by Benefit. This is a box blush in the shade Dallas. It retails for $30. $30 for a box blush. I don't even know what I was thinking. Actually, I do. I fell in love with the color. I feel like this shade went with every single eye look I created, whether it was colorful, neutral, cool tone, whatever the case may be. This was such a universally flattering shade. So I could justify the $30, but it recently got pushed in the back of my makeup collection, and I kind of forgot about it. And when I was comparing it to some affordable blushes that I had in my collection, I realized that it was a dupe for this one right here by Almay. This one is the Healthy Hue blush in the shade Nearly Nude. I'm going to put swatches up on the screen right next to each other, just so that way you guys can see in comparison what they look like. I do honestly feel like the one from Almay is a million times better. It's so much more pigmented and buildable. I feel like the one from Benefit is a little bit more drier to touch. Now the one from Almay retails for $11.99. The one from Benefit is $30. So that is a $18 price difference. And again, I do really love the formula of the one from Almay, a million times better. So I definitely recommend checking this one out. Just saying. Okay, so we talked about blush. I really want to talk about a blush brush that I use in every single video. This here is the Smashbox Buildable Cheek Brush. Anytime I use this, you guys ask me what brush I'm using to apply my blush, and it is the Buildable Cheek by Smashbox, but this retails for $36, and I know that's crazy to think that you're spending $36 on just like a blush brush. I get it. I feel you. I was in the drugstore recently and I came across this brush right here by e.l.f. This is actually the Featherlight highlighting brush. I'm going to put them up right next to each other, and in comparison, like this one is a little bit more flatter up top, whereas this one is a little bit more tapered. But I get the same exact effect when I use this for blush as I do when I use this. This brush right here retails for $8, so that is a $28 price difference. If you guys have been wanting to check this out, definitely check this one out instead. Spend $8. See how you like it, because it is pretty much the same exact concept. It picks up just a little bit of blush and you're able to really go in there and build it up. Again, this is like a highlighting brush, but for blush, it's great. Check it out. Since we're already on the topic of brushes, I want to get this next one out of the way, but I can't take full credit for it because it was actually a recommendation from one of you guys. She was so sweet. She sent me a DM over on Instagram and she's like, look, I know you love the Sephora Pro Foundation number 47 brush, but I have a cheaper alternative for you that is very, very similar. So again, the Sephora collection number 47, foundation brush. This retails for $30. I love to use this for like foundation and also cream products, whether it's cream blushes or cream contour. I feel like it really blends everything out so beautifully, so nicely, and I talk about it in almost every single one of my videos whenever I am using cream products. So one of you guys recommended that I check out the Instapop Cheek Brush by Real Techniques. This retails for $9.99, so it's a $20 difference. This one is by Sephora, this one's by Real Techniques. The one by Sephora is a lot more densely packed, like it's a lot slimmer in the bristle, whereas this one is a little bit looser, but I use this for cream contour. I also use it for cream blush, and it honestly applies the exact same. I was so blown away. So if you have been wanting to try out the number 47 but just haven't really been able to justify spending $30 on it, check out this one right here by Real Techniques. So I have two more dupes to share with you guys, one of which I'm wearing on my lips right now. Now I have made it a personal goal to actually find a dupe for this lip liner because no lie, I've probably worn it in every single one of my Instagram photos. I'm a little embarrassed, and I'm talking about this lip liner right here by KKW. This is the KKW lip liner in the shade 2. It is such a beautiful cool tone brown that looks good with almost every single nude lip combo. I'm not lying, it retails for only $12, and honestly $12 isn't really that much. I would spend $12 on this time and time again because that's how much I love it, but I did come across a cheaper alternative by Milani. This is the Milani Understatement lip liner in the shade Saucy Toffee. I'm gonna throw swatches up on the screen right next to each other. This one here is by KKW and the other one is by Milani. Honestly, you can't really tell me anything if I was to wear one over the other. I honestly don't believe you would be able to tell the difference. Now the KKW one again retails for $12, and the one from Milani, I have it written down here, it retails for $6.99, so that's a $5 difference. But again, $5 is $5. Last but not least, I want to talk about a facial oil, and I want to talk about this one right here by Saucy. This is the Rose Gold Elixir, the 24 karat gold infused beauty oil. Now this has been sought out by so many different Instagrammers, YouTubers, bloggers. Like, this blew up when it first came out and it retails for $54. It does have really cute like gold reflex in it, and it really hydrates the skin like nothing I've seen before. But I did come across this one right here by Physicians Formula. This is the Physicians Formula 24 karat gold collagen oil. They are both facial oils, both infused with 24 karat gold flecks. This one right here by Physicians Formula retails for $16.99, so that is a $37 price difference. If you have been using this one right here by Saucy, I definitely recommend checking this one out because honestly I didn't really see a huge difference between the two. Both felt very lightweight on the skin and both really hydrated my skin unlike anything before. So definitely check out this one right here by Physicians Formula if you have been wanting to try out this one by Saucy because you can save quite a bit of coin. And that is pretty much it. Those are all of the new affordable dupes that I had to share with you guys in today's video. What did you guys think of them? Did I put you on any new dupes? And if you guys have any dupe recommendations, leave them down below. Stay tuned for my next video because I will be putting a lot of these products to the test. In fact, let me know which palette you guys want me to use in that dupes video. I did feature quite a bit of eyeshadow palette dupes in today's video, so I want to know what you guys want me to use in my comparison video down below. I don't think I have much else to say except I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll be sure to catch you guys all on the next one. Deuces.